Hi and welcome. So happy to see you this week. I hope your New Year's intentions are getting off to a great start. I think a lot of us, if there were to be a survey, probably a majority of the intentions would be to reset on a healthier lifestyle, healthier choices, maybe even lose a few pounds that crept on during the holidays, those sneaky little pounds. Man, it is amazing the damage that can happen literally in 2 weeks' time. Okay, so on that note, I am presenting to you today a sort of fake it till you make it approach. If it is your intention to be healthier, to possibly slim down, to possibly lose some of that December bloat, let me share with you 7 beauty hacks to make your face look slimmer. Now, I'm going to specifically target the face in this week's video because I don't know about you, but that's about the first place weight and bloat shows up in me. You know, you have too much salt, sugar, alcohol consumption, not enough rest, too much eating, and before you know it, you're puffy, you're losing your angles, and it's just not where you want to be. So, you know, this is all about making good choices, and this is all about figuring workarounds, kind of a fake it till you make it approach. I'm of the belief that if you feel good, you're going to continue the momentum to do good. So what I want you to do is feel good about yourself, feel good about how you're presenting yourself. And if there are simple and easy ways to make that happen, then heck, why not go for it? So let's launch into these beauty hacks to make the face look a little bit more slender. So when you catch yourself in the mirror when you're walking by, you feel good about what you're seeing. Number one, this is absolutely going to come as no surprise, but contouring and highlighting and learning how to master that is trick number 1 in creating depth, recession, highlight, all of that. The master, in my opinion, I have talked about this book since I started this channel, Making Faces by Kevin Aucoin. It is my beauty Bible. There is a full page dedicated to contouring and highlighting, and he walks you through how to do it. If you learn by video better or don't have access to this book, I'm putting a link to my contouring and highlighting video to show you the incredible impact that it can have when skillfully done. Let me also pop up this thumbnail that I used for that video that shows the difference between a face that has no highlighting and contour and a face that does. Now, it's not to say that this is a look that I do every day all the time, but when I'm going to work, in a TV studio, yes. When I'm going out at night for dinner or a night out, absolutely yes. You can see the difference. You see the depth and the dimension in the face. You see a little bit more hollow in the cheek, a little more lift on the cheekbone. So the key is to make it subtle. You want it to be blended and smooth and soft, and that's where technique comes into play. So if you don't feel like you have that mastered quite yet, please go check out my tutorial for that. If you have Kevin Aucoin's book, it is page 24, Shading and Highlighting, where he goes into detail about how to make that happen. But it's so powerful, so powerful. Words can't even begin to express. So I figure I would start with the biggest to make the biggest change. And, you know, even when you are where you want to be physically, I still think contouring and highlighting is a beautiful addition to any makeup repertoire. Look, there are some days I just slap on BB cream and a little bronzer and I'm out the door. I don't have time for it, and it's not for every day. But having it in your arsenal, I think, is a really good thing, just in case you need to pull that little rabbit out of your hat. Okay, so next up, and this may come as a bit of a surprise to you, but I have found that when we feel, shall we say, uncomfortable with ourselves, we tend to want to hide in baggy clothing. We want to hide under hair. We just want to hide until we feel like, you know, the bear that's coming out of the cave and we're feeling great. But what happens is when we hide underneath too much hair, a big bulk of hair actually creates width in the neck, width in the face, and that is the opposite of what it is that you're trying to achieve. So let me pop up an image for you of a model. Beautiful woman, 2 beautiful hairstyles, one of which is down, a loose wave, the other is pulled up. Now, do you see the difference that hair off of the face does to the face to elongate it, especially when you're creating some height on the top of the head at the crown. You are using hair to basically play geometry here. You are taking a square face and you're making it a long rectangle, or you're reversing the triangle of a face. Hair and the position of hair is amazingly impactful when it comes to creating a look on your face. I have found personally that with my hair shorter, off of my jawline and back and up, which I have here, as you can see, there's, some height at the top of my head. There's nothing here on the sides. This cut makes my face look more angular and look slimmer, just because I don't have hair all around my face. So I'm asking you to do the exact opposite of what it is that you feel like doing, which may be to hide underneath a poof of hair. Get it back, get it off of your face, do like a J-Lo top knot up top. It's amazing the difference that can make. Number 3 on my list of 7 beauty hacks to make your face look slimmer, and this may come as a surprise to you, and that is fuller eyebrows. Yes, when you are dealing with width here that you're not happy with, what you want to do is bring the eye up here. And the quickest way to do that is to get a thicker brow. So that might mean when you're shading your brow, just go a little bit beyond your brow hair, a little bit below, a little above, not too much, but just deepening and thickening the brow. It is, first of all, it's a more youthful look, but secondly, it's incredible how it lifts the eye to the top part of the head, creates some strength and some width up in the eye area. And I'm going to tag this with number 4, which is cat eye and outer lashes. Same principle applies. What you're doing is you're creating lift and width. So right now I've got a smoky eye look with magnetic lashes on the outer corner. Creates a big pull up on the outer part of my eye. The focal point is here now instead of here. And let me show you a before and after photo. This is of me. On the left is a photo before I ever had my eyebrows microbladed, okay? And this is also a very basic makeup look, not much going on here. On the right, this is after quite a few microblading techniques and applications, and also a little bit of brow filler to go with that, and the same makeup look that I have on now. Again, more of a smoky eye, makeup for hooded eye, which I also will provide a link to because that's another way to draw attention to your eyes. So click that link after this video. And again, with the outer lashes, you see the difference in my face. Now, granted, my hair is also shorter, and I told you the shorter hair and off the face too adds to it, but you're looking now at a compilation of 3 different things in play and what it does to the shape of a face. Okay, number 5 on my list is facial exercise. Boy, if you were to go online, Pinterest and all of these different sites, you can find a plethora of facial exercises to practice to tighten the muscles in your face. I mean, there are things like sounding out the vowels really pronounced, like A, E, I, O, U, really working those muscles, or making a fishy face and doing all that. Now, you could sit at home and spend a good 10 minutes doing facial exercises, but I've got a better option. If you're working out, which I'm guessing you are, since everybody wants to be healthier and that includes exercise, doing any kind of a weight-bearing exercise, whether you're lifting weights at the gym or doing Pilates or doing yoga, not only are you tightening muscles in your body, but as you're going through that practice, without even realizing it, you're tightening your facial muscles at the same time. When you're planking, trust me, all of this, neck, everything is coming into play. So instead of doing facial exercises, I'm just going to encourage you to do your exercise, period. I have never seen somebody who practices fitness to not have a face that matches what's going on with the rest of the body. So there you go, just be fit. Number 6, and this again plays into some really bad eating habits in December, but cut back on salt, sugar, and alcohol, and drink lots of water. Sodium and all of that shows up fluid retention in the face. May have nothing to do with weight gain whatsoever. It could just be water retention. So making those changes in your food selections, really watching the sodium intake. If you eat out at restaurants, man, that is about the worst way to get a lot of salt in your diet without even realizing it. So ask them to prepare without salt or little salt. You can always add at the table. If you eat sushi a lot like I do, get the low sodium soy sauce and use very little of it, but being mindful of sodium plus sugar and alcohol makes a huge difference in how your face looks, especially the next morning. And last on my list, number 7, when all else fails, ice it, baby. Ice, ice, baby, okay? You can take your jade roller, stick it in the fridge like I do overnight. If you wake up and you just, you got puffies for whatever reason, roll them out, make it nice and cool and cold. Or take a face mask, same thing. Pop it in the fridge overnight. When you wake up in the morning, sit upright, put on your mask, let it chill on your face. And at least the cool will help to depuff as well. But there you have my 7 beauty hacks to make your face look slimmer. If that is something that you feel you want to achieve, or maybe will give you that little extra pep in your step, seeing a little bit difference there kind of keeps you going, keeps your game on. That's the key. Fake it till you make it. See some changes that keep motivating, that keep you digging, that keep you pressing and pushing. It's the power of beauty and the power of makeup and hair and just some subtle little things. I'll tell you what, transformative in so many ways. And that's why beauty hack videos and beauty hack blogs do so well, because everybody's looking for that little edge, that little in to something magical. Comments and suggestions below. Any hacks that maybe you have that help in this area, please share with the community. I know everybody would love to hear what you have to say, and we all benefit from one another and our conversation and our input. We have a lot to offer, each and every one of us. I hope you're having an amazing January. I hope you're feeling good about yourself. I hope that you are digging into what matters to you. You're starting to feel some change. It's really driving you and motivating you, and it's kind of lighting your fire. So go out, be bold, and be blessed this week. I'll see you next Thursday at 1 o'clock. It's our time.